It's now day 19 and today we will be finishing off all of the cupboard doors and attaching them to our grey pieces of furniture.
We've been blessed with another nice day.
Sun is out, but it's still a little bit cold, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, it makes it a lot more fun and easier working in this in these nicer conditions. So basically, yeah, we're going to crack on with our furniture making. I guess this is now part 3, really, but we'll have it done apart from all the finishing touches like the rope handles and such, but hopefully...
And actually being fixed into the van as well. It's going to be a little bit of an amendment, I think.
But in terms of actually building the furniture, this should hopefully be it if all goes to plan. So yeah, let's crack on.
Right, so we're going to add these brackets we've made to the backs to hold each plank of wood to each other. We're going to use glue and shallow screws so it doesn't poke through the other side of the wood. Then it's just a question of letting it dry, then putting the hinges on.
Feeling confident?
Yeah, why not? And voila! We've made it. So these are our braces. Each one's got a screw in, but just be careful on the depth of the screw that doesn't poke through the front. Top tip. Not that we did it. It's one thing that we do actually have knowledge on. And then we've also used a bit of glue just for a bit of extra rigidity, but it's not yet dry yet.
Yeah, it's turned out quite nice.
Yeah, very impressed. We're now even thinking about work surface, but we also know that they're slightly different thicknesses, so we have to look at that a bit more maybe.
So that. This is the old one. Peter Rabbit. Oh, it's not Peter Rabbit.
Rupert the Bear.
Rupert the Bear is the old one, being replaced with a bit of shabby chic. We're not going to paint this one, I don't think, are we?
No, there's one aspect of blue in the drawer. So
yeah.
Don't go too heavy on it.
Yeah. But now, I guess the next thing is letting that dry and then attaching it to him the tricky part. We'll see. Cross that bridge when we get to it. Right, so after all the sanding and painting we did yesterday, this is pretty much the end result. As you can see, we're numbered 1 through to 12. This is the specific order we've chosen now, and this is the way we're going to make our doors to fit onto the cupboard. So this is cupboard number 1 and this is number 2. We've got braces made here. These are actually made out of the old ply lining that was on the wall, so we're doing quite good at reusing. Just like the little cupboard you saw earlier, we're going to glue and screw those on, and also we've got these hinges. We have to be ever so slightly more technical with the making of these doors, only because there are certain parts of the grey unit which are recessed, and that allows us to use our hinges, but we just have to make sure that they're in the right spot. Otherwise, the doors will not open or close properly. But yeah, so far so good. Really, really happy with the outcome. The dark wax on the blue really just finishes off the look, I think, doesn't it? Really happy. So yeah, that's our next job. Wish us luck.
Yeah. Right then, so a considerable amount of time later, after checking, doing prep runs, practice runs, not drilling into our really nice ones that we've got ready, we are now ready to start marking up the distances between the hinges and actually doing the screwing, gluing.
Bit worrying, this bit.
Yeah. It's been probably the best part of 2 hours just understanding how the hinge works. We've had trouble with the depth of the wood and the clearance that we need for the hinges with the provided gaps and things that we've got with our shelving unit. So we've had to take a lot into consideration.
The thing was, we thought we knew what our plan of action was until today we realised that we wouldn't be able to open the doors, so we've had to rethink it.
And also the reverse of it all.
Yeah.
We're having to do like double checks, triple checks every time, so we don't want to do anything wrong.
Yeah, I don't know if it's obvious, but we don't make furniture very often, so this is a new one on us. But it's so far, it's taken a bit of time today. It's 2 o'clock.
It's taken its toll as well because we've had a little few issues, haven't we? With not holding the drill and it flick it. We're not as good. Okay, carry on. So, door number 1. Feeling really chuffed that we've actually got this far. So this is the front and this is the back. Quite sturdy. So this is our brace that holds them all in place. Sometimes the screws miss it, so we just put shallow ones in and slightly shallower ones in these two. We've tried it out and it fits and it works.
So far so good.
So far so good. Just now for door number 2.
This is Rupert the Bear's little cupboard, as we showed you earlier. All dry now, and Meg is going to try and reattach the old hinges.
And here we have our finished items of 2 hard days' work. 2 finished items. And here we have our 2 nearly finished items that will be finished in probably the next video or 2.
We need to do the sort of finishing touches, a bit more sanding here and there. We're going to use our rope for handles and also the curtain to go on the rail here, and then we're pretty much done, I think. Obviously we'll keep improving them as time goes on, but for now I'm done. Absolutely exhausted.
2 days worth of work and we're really happy with the result.
Basically 2 days of sanding. I think I've never done so much sanding.
Sanding and a fair few hours of learning about hinges.
Yeah, we hit a few bumps in the road, a few we had to do a few amendments along the way, a few tweaks here and there.
Yeah.
But the thing was, this was never a strict to the millimetre design. The whole thing about it is it's shabby chic, so fortunately we could afford to be a little bit hit and miss with our measurements, I guess. It kind of, if anything, it helps, as long as you're not, too far off. So yeah.
To that cupboard we have added magnets to the top to help it close and shut and not rattle about, and we also added staples, which I'll show you in a sec.
So we've got brackets, screws, wood glue, and also staples just to hold the whole thing together. Really strong magnets at the top.
Might need to add a few more.
No, that should be all fine. But I think even looking back to the video when we had our Dima Vans shelving unit, we had it painted, and I still couldn't quite see
what was going to happen.
We had our drawings, we had a design, but I didn't think we'd get to the end point.
Whereas my imagination and my drawings, I knew it would be something like this. I was expecting a bit more colour, but as we kind of went on and started painting and shabby chic in bits and pieces, it just looked a bit fake, and we really enjoy the colours of the natural wood itself.
So we want to sort of celebrate that in a sort of weird way. We didn't I can't pronounce the words. We didn't want it to look too wacky, so sort of tamer colours. There are colours running through it, but they're just a little bit more subtle, I think is the word. But I'm so pleased with what we've achieved. 2 solid.
And it's exciting to know that we've done it ourselves, and that we're going to need to do more for the other cupboard units and also making the bed. So the next video will be,
well, we've already acquired our carpet lining. We've got the glue, and today, while we were doing our cupboards, our new ply lining got delivered. So I guess our next few jobs, reply the entire van and carpet.
Yeah.
There's not really much more to say, but and possibly flooring, because we've got that as well.
Vinyl floor.
We've got a lot of jobs that we can do. Hopefully next week we've got 4 days, potentially up to 4 days to work, so could really make some leaps and bounds, I think. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it. If you'd like to sort of give us a thumbs up and a comment, any questions we can try and answer, although we're not professionals by any means, as you can tell. But yeah, very happy with where we're finishing today. I don't think it could have gone much better, really. Very happy. So yeah. So, oh, did you want to say subscribe?